I wonder how long it's been since I talked about free will. Huh. I guess it has been a while. I'm like a different person now. Like back then, I was around a lot of circles that talked of it and didn't believe it, and now I'm just around more people who believe it or don't really care. Also, I used to be a hard atheist back then, but I found my atheism was like a 180 to others with how they interpret it to free will, where they acted like it would lead to less free will, while I feel like it would lead to more free will. Anyway, I'm not atheist anymore. Like at best a spiritual agnostic, with emphasis on the spiritual because I do believe there are greater things out there. And I think there's a lot of possibilities. And to be honest, plain atheism just got boring. Anyway, as far as free will goes, regardless of the points, I've come to the conclusion debating it is basically a semantics game. It's like debating, is tomato a fruit? You differentiate more based on what's sweet or vegetable-y, or whatever produces fruity casings with seeds. Do unknown factors really conclude in less free will, or maybe it's possible that life's just complicated and we could all afford to be a little more observant and accept the nuances. So I can and will keep making arguments for free will because I think it's important, but I figured I'd just preface by saying, a lot of times you're just debating semantics over talking about actual free will. Also, some other notes in hindsight, I talk of free will being quantifiable, but I feel like I ought to be really careful of how this sort of thing's approached. You could talk of quantitative quantifiability, like there were 4 apples, now there are 7 apples, so 3 more apples were added. Basic math like that. But with something more qualitative, there's just a lot more nuances and drawbacks. Like, I talked of how adults generally have more freedom than children, with more intelligence and development. However, there could be a lot of drawbacks like society, and for some people, they probably feel that the drawbacks make them less free as an adult. So in some cases, it's a bit case by case. It's kind of like talking about the quantifiability of happiness or objectivity. There just really isn't a measurement. Also, I feel like I've been going easy on the knower people in the past. Like I've said, oh well, they fought out their arguments more, but I think if anything, they developed more rationalizations or justifications for what they believe in. As I said, a bit of a semantics game. Like when explaining free will, it shouldn't be that complicated. That's why people who believe in free will generally make it sound simple. There's more I could look back on, but maybe poke fun at some people. But I figured this would be my case for now. It'll be interesting if years down the line I have a whole new set of points of free will. Maybe enough could change where I could better explain some quantifiable aspects or something. I've already had a lot of life changes leading up to here, so anything could happen. I feel more free than I have been in the past. It's good to feel free. Anyway, best.